In Squid Game Season 3, we saw many of our favorite players fall short of winning their share of the prize pool. Although Baby 222 was presented as the winner, there was only one true winner this season: Park Gyeong-seok, also known as Player 246. Player 246 was one of the participants in the failed revolt at the end of Season 2. He was seen being shot by a pink guard, but his survival wasn't confirmed until the beginning of Season 3. It turns out he was shot non-fatally and told to close his eyes. He was scanned and marked as eliminated, despite still being alive. Instead of being cremated like the other eliminated players, he was placed inside a coffin marked with a cross, indicating he was destined for the organ harvesting room. Meanwhile, KAng No-eul, also known as Pink Guard 11, pretended to align herself with the guards involved in organ harvesting. She expressed interest in seeing the room they operated in, and was granted access. Once inside the operating room, she watched as they prepared to cut open Player 246. At the last second, opened fire on the guards, killing all but the surgeon. She then threatened the surgeon, demanding he save Player 246's life. A direct blood transfusion was performed between No-eul and Player 246, which was honestly pretty epic. The surgeon successfully revived Gyeong-seok, but was ultimately fatally shot by No-eul. Before Player 246 regained consciousness, No-eul made sure to put her mask back on, concealing her identity. She explained to Gyeong-seok that she was trying to help him and save his life. They both left the operating room, but this time, Gyeong-seok was wearing the surgeon's pink uniform, while the real surgeon lay dead on the table in Player 246's green tracksuit. Although Gyeong-seok was confused as to why a pink guard would help him, he pushed through with a single goal: to make it out alive. Back in the facility, the guards discovered the massacre in the operating room. No-eul instructed Player 246, still disguised as Guard 16, to follow her and gave him the key to the real Guard 16's room. The black-masked guard was informed that Guards 11 and 16 were missing, and ordered the others to track them down, suspecting their involvement in the killings. However, No-eul had already accessed the Black Guard's quarters through the ventilation system. She appeared behind him, holding him at gunpoint. She demanded that she and Guard 16 be assigned to patrol the island's outer perimeter and be granted access to a boat. The next morning, No-eul received her breakfast and found a boat key hidden under her toast. The Black Guard, still suspicious, ordered a more thorough inspection of the operating room. That's when he realized the surgeon was actually dead and wearing Player 246's jacket. It became clear that the person currently patrolling the island in Guard 16's uniform was, in fact, Player 246. As No-eul and Gyeong-seok, still disguised as Guard 16, prepared to leave the island by boat, the Black Guard made a phone call to Guard 11. During the call, he revealed he knew about Player 246 and his sick daughter. No-eul, determined not to let harm come to Gyeong-seok's child, made a quick decision. She turned the boat around and headed back to the island. She instructed Player 246 to keep driving the boat and to contact the police, warning him that his daughter's safety was at risk. As he left, she re-entered the island through the ventilation system once again. No-eul made her way back to the Black Guard's room and held him at gunpoint, demanding that he delete all digital files related to Player 246. He complied, erasing every trace of him from the system. However, before she could wipe his memory, he informed her that hard copy records were kept in the frontman's quarters. While leading her to the room, they got into a scuffle in the elevator. The Black Guard injured No-eul and questioned her loyalty to Player 246. She finally admitted the truth. If Gyeong-seok died, there would be no one left to care for her sick daughter. Despite her effort to fight back, he overpowered her again and smashed a bottle over her head. Bleeding and crawling, No-eul dragged herself toward the elevator. The Black Guard watched with cruel detachment, reminding her that only his mask could activate the elevator. But No-eul wasn't trying to escape. She was reaching for the gun. In one brutal move, she emptied the entire clip into his face, going full 21 Savage mode. With the Black Guard dead, No-eul retrieved all physical files from the frontman's quarters. Meanwhile, player 246 was under heavy fire from pink guards trying to stop his escape. Out of ammo and surrounded, it seemed like the end for him, until Park Gyeong-seok, aka Dora the Explorer, and mercenary Jawline arrived just in time. Junho recognized player 246 as a contestant, not a guard, and asked him to point out the location of the island. After all this time, Junho finally had a lead, thanks to the real MVP, player 246. Mercenary Jawline bandaged Gyeong-seok's wounds, and the two of them waited on the boat until the Coast Guards arrived. Back at the frontman's lair, No-eul set all the hard copy files on fire. Just before leaving, she found her own file and read it. The contents devastated her. Both her child and husband were confirmed dead. Overcome with grief, she almost ended her then and there. But just before pulling the trigger, she caught a glimpse of Gi-hun sacrificing himself to protect baby 222. That one act of selflessness reignited her will to live, and she put the gun down. 6 months after the conclusion of the games, we see player 246 peacefully sketching a portrait of KAng No-eul at the theme park where they once worked. He mentions that she looks familiar, not realizing that she was the one who saved his life. His daughter, now much healthier than we saw her in Season 2, plays nearby. Before he can finish the drawing, No-eul quietly walks away, saying, "We'll finish it next time." Player 246 is the true winner of Squid Game, not because he claimed the prize money, but because he escaped with something far more precious: his life, his soul, and a future for his daughter. While others died chasing fortune, Gyeong-seok survived a death sentence, slipping through the cracks of a brutal system that had already written him off. But he didn't do it alone. His victory was made possible by the silent courage of Guard 11, KAng No-eul, whose defiance from within saved him when no one else would. She risked everything, even her own humanity, to give him a second chance. In a world engineered to strip people of compassion, her act of selfless rebellion gave him life. Together, they carved a path through cruelty and chaos, proving that even in a place designed to break people, connection and hope can still prevail.
감사합니다.
Gyeong-seok didn't just survive the game, he overcame it. And that's why he is its one true winner. If you enjoyed this breakdown of player 246's incredible journey and survival, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Who do you think the real winner was? Did this storyline catch you by surprise? Drop your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from you. And stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of Squid Game.